here to just give you an update on what's happening here in Peru and with me right now. By the way, I did hear that Michigan is closing the borders, shutting down tonight at midnight for 3 weeks, which sounds like a good idea. So let me tell you about my experience here. On March 15th around 8 p.m., the President of Peru made an emergency public announcement stating that Peru, he was declaring a national state of emergency. I don't know if the rest of you are like this, but I think it's because I'm an American that when I heard that, I thought that meant that federal funds were going to be available for the people of the country who needed it and who were going to be hurt by this outbreak. No, that's not what he meant. And I think my Peruvian friends were getting a little bit tired of hearing me ask the same questions over and over because it was so hard to comprehend. It's not something that I think we've ever faced in the United States. Pretty sure we haven't. Not in our lifetime. So many freedoms were taken away. So it went into effect on March 18th at 8 a.m. on Monday. And at midnight on Monday, the airports were all closed and no more flights were allowed. The borders were actually sealed and no one could come in or leave the country. And my flight was scheduled for the following day. So effective on Monday at 8 a.m., the restrictions that were made and required then were that we could only leave our house in order to go to the grocery store, the pharmacy, seek medical attention, get gas, or help an elderly person or a disabled person. But I could not wrap my head around, you mean I can't be by myself and walk outside, I can't go by the ocean, I can't go for a bike ride or run or anything? And that's when my friends were just repeating themselves and shaking their heads like, no, you can only leave for these reasons. And throughout the week, there were more restrictions, and I don't remember the order or the days, but now implemented is a curfew, and no one is allowed to leave unless it's for a medical emergency from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. People are not allowed to drive their cars on the road. There are restrictions unless it's an emergency, and virtually 97–98% of all public transportation has come to a halt. There are a few taxis available that have permission to operate for emergency runs and to help people get to groceries and banks and things like that. And for people who are still going to work, who work in a grocery store or a bank or a pharmacy. So anyway, so life is very different here. And starting a couple days ago, we now have to wear masks and gloves if we leave the house at all. I know you guys don't want to hear this, but I'm so hot right now. It's like 82 degrees. I should have done this in the shade, but the lighting wasn't as good. As far as people who have dogs, those of you who know I'm a dog lover, you can get arrested and detained and fined for walking your dog. You are only allowed to take your dog outside to do its business in front of the building. Some people have tested those rules and have tried to go for a little walk and get some exercise, and they have been apprehended, taken to jail, and fined. And I witnessed this a few days ago at 8 a.m. in the morning. I was looking out my window and I saw 11 police patrol cars followed by 7 police motorcyclists drive down just 3 buildings past mine, and they all got out, surrounded a man who was walking his black lab, and within a minute and a half, they had him in the patrol car and they took him out. So that was a little bit frightening to see. You follow the laws here, but I have to give Peru credit. 13.5 million people here, the same population as New York City. And while not everyone is complying, I don't see very many people at all on the streets. I will post a video that was sent to me of what this beautiful area that I'm in right now looks like right now, with it being desolate and no people. It's very eerie to see, but you'll get an idea of the surroundings and how populated this place is. And it is a short, beautiful video, and it just has music, so there's not Spanish. And I might also post a video of a funny, comical thing that is in Spanish. You might not understand, so I'll post the description with it, where a man was being taken by the police with his dog, and his wife is screaming from the balcony, "No, please don't take my dog." So it was okay for the police to take her husband, but not her dog. They both went in the patrol car and they were both taken away, but it's a pretty funny video and it's good to laugh during these times. In the meantime, friends, please take care, stay healthy, be good to one another. Let's join together in community and help out anyone that we can. And I will stay in touch. And blessings to all of you. And bye for now.